Believe in yourself, because every great change starts with the belief that you have. Good evening, everyone. Today, I'm here to talk about something that has the power to transform your life. Not in a day, not in a week, but over time, if you let it. This is something that pulled me out of the darkest period of my life. Something that turned my failures into stepping stones and my pain into purpose. I'm talking about the power of positive thinking. Let me take you back to a time when I felt completely lost. Maybe some of you can relate. It was a time when life felt like an uphill battle, and I was losing. I was working hard but felt stuck, as if every effort led to failure. I started doubting myself. Am I not good enough? Am I destined to fail? These thoughts weren't just in my mind, they consumed me. The worst part? I started believing them. Have you ever been in that place where you feel like no matter how much you try, nothing works? Where the weight of negativity drags you down and you feel powerless to escape it? That was me. My confidence was shattered, my motivation was gone, and my life was on autopilot, going nowhere. I became my own worst critic, beating myself up for every mistake, every missed opportunity. But then, one day, something changed. It wasn't some grand moment of enlightenment. It was a small, almost insignificant moment. I was reading a book, and I came across a simple line. You cannot live a positive life with a negative mind. At first, I dismissed it as just another motivational quote. But later that night, those words came back to me. I started thinking about how much time I had spent feeding my mind with negativity, how much I focused on what wasn't working instead of what could work. And then it hit me. My life wasn't stuck because of my circumstances. It was stuck because of my mindset. So I made a decision. I told myself I'm going to change the way I think. I may not control what happens to me, but I can control how I respond to it. The journey to positivity. It wasn't easy, let me tell you that right now. Positive thinking doesn't mean flipping a switch and magically becoming happy. It's a process and it requires effort. I started small. Every morning, I would wake up and say something kind to myself. At first it felt silly, even fake, but I did it anyway. I told myself things like, today is going to be a good day, or you're stronger than you think. And little by little, I started to believe it. I replaced the word impossible with challenging. I replaced I can't with I'll figure it out. And whenever something went wrong, and trust me, things still went wrong, I trained myself to ask, what's the lesson here? What can I learn? It wasn't an overnight transformation. It took weeks, months, even years, but over time, I noticed something incredible. The more I focused on positive thoughts, the more confident I became. The more I believed in myself, the more opportunities I saw around me. And the more I shifted my mindset, the more my life began to change. Why positive thinking works. You see, positive thinking isn't about ignoring reality. It's not about pretending everything is perfect when it's not. It's about perspective. When you think positively, you're not denying the challenges in your life. You're choosing to face them with hope and determination. You're telling yourself this problem isn't the end of the story. It's just a chapter. Think about it. If you're always focused on what's wrong, you'll never see what's right. If you're always looking for reasons to fail, you'll never find the reasons to succeed. Your mind is like a garden. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, and negativity, what do you think will grow? But if you plant seeds of hope, confidence, and gratitude, your life will flourish. My biggest lesson. One of the most important lessons I learned on this journey is this. Positive thinking is not a cure-all, but it is a foundation. It doesn't mean life will be perfect. It doesn't mean you won't face setbacks. What it does mean is that you'll have the strength to get back up, to keep going, and to never give up. Let me share a personal story. There was a time when I faced rejection after rejection in my career. I remember one particular day when I was told, "You're just not good enough." Oh, those words crushed me. But instead of letting that moment define me, I made a choice. I told myself, this rejection is not the end. It's a redirection. I used that experience to work harder, to improve myself, and to prove that I was good enough, not to others, but to myself. And eventually, the opportunities came, not because I was lucky, but because I refused to give up. Practical steps you can take. Now I want to leave you with some practical steps you can take to harness the power of positive thinking. 1. Start your day with gratitude. Write down 3 things you're thankful for every morning. It shifts your focus from what's wrong to what's right. 2. Reframe your challenges. Instead of saying, "Why me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" 3. Surround yourself with positivity. Spend time with people who uplift you and avoid those who drain your energy. 4. Practice affirmations. Look in the mirror and remind yourself of your strengths. Say, "I am capable, I am strong, I am enough." 5. Celebrate small wins. Every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Acknowledge it. Let me end with this. Life will test you. It will challenge you. But remember, the way you think is the way you live. If you choose to think positively, you're not just changing your mindset, you're changing your destiny. So believe in yourself. Believe that you have the power to overcome anything, because you do. And when you look back one day, you'll see that the hardest times weren't meant to break you, they were meant to build you. Thank you.